How's it going, everybody? My name is Seth, and I teamed up with Cheeto for the DAO Analytics dashboard template hackathon thrown by Covalent. So we made a DAO Analytics dashboard, and I was more in charge of the front end, which is built with Next.js, Material UI, and some other small packages. And Cheeto handled pretty much most of the Python API routes that we did with also the sentiment analysis and different sort of data science aspects of the project. So without further ado, I'll jump in and show you the finished product that is live at covalentdao.vercel.app. And this is one of the templates that we have for Stakewise. And as you can see, we have a sentiment analysis, which is built with Python using Tweepy. So it crawls through or scrapes through 100 tweets, which is a limitation of the API, and pretty much just does a sentiment analysis on them and sends back if it's positive, negative, or neutral based on the message body of those tweets. Then we have the current quote rate, which is simply the US dollar equivalent of one token that this DAO uses. Then we have the fully diluted market capitalization, which is pretty much, I should mention too that you can, if you hover over any of the titles, you get a tooltip of a more detailed description. So this is pretty much just the valuation of the max supply of a coin in circulation times its current price. Then we have the total number of members, which is 1,516, pretty self-explanatory. The overall activity is limited to 250 transactions for the time being, but we do have plans to increase that and do a time range as opposed to a fixed number of transactions. So pretty much just takes the previous 250 transactions and aggregates them over the different days. So you can see as time goes on, this is a generally downtrending. Then we have the voting power concentration, which is the Gini coefficient, which is pretty much measures the DAO's overall distribution of power. So a 0 is perfect equality and a 1 is maximum inequality. Most DAOs are hovering around a 1 for the time being. So over time, I think that does equal out. And then lastly, we have the top 25 token holders, which you can hover over and get, based on whatever the contract address is for that member of the DAO. You can get the number of tokens and also the percentage based on these top 25 token holders. So that's what we have for the time being, and we have it for 4 total DAOs at the moment. So you see Stakewise here. You can go back if you click on the DAOlytics, and we have 3 other ones. We have Gitcoin. Same metrics, pulling all this from the Covalent API. We go back, we've got P-Network token. So this is all real data being fetched from all Covalent endpoints. And it's also using Next.js, so it does stale while revalidate, SWR. So it takes a little while to load these for the first time, but then every 30 seconds we have it automatically fetching out. So you'll see if you navigate back and forth, these will automatically update without having to reload everything. And lastly, we have Radical. So the last thing I want to show, yeah, you just saw that update, but the last thing I want to show is just how easy it is to duplicate this to other DAOs. So we set it up so that you can simply just add a little bit of JSON to the repository in the constants folder, and then it'll automatically update and create a dashboard like this. So I'm going to go to my local development environment. And as you can see, I only have 3 right now. So all I'm going to do is come into, like if you clone this repo, I'm just going to come into the constants portion of the repo, get rid of these other ones. And if I simply just add in the Stakewise, do a save, come back to my local dev environment and do a refresh, it's going to have it in here. You can click it. And then when you go to it, it's going to fetch the analytics, and we're using the chain ID and the actual contract address in the URL, which is being used to be sent to the Covalent API. And then, we fetch all those metrics based on the chain ID and contract address. So it's super simple to add a new DAO and customize it to your liking. And then some future plans we have for the project are to incorporate some other DAO metrics like Deep DAO has, which is the assets under management, the AUM pretty much over time, and then also a snapshot of it. We're having a little bit of issues with that endpoint, getting the topic hashes, but that's something that we definitely want to add to this in the future. And then, just refining things, making it more efficient, kind of tweaking here and there. This is just the minimum, proof of concept to ensure it works. But we had a blast working on this project. We thank Covalent for the opportunity to work on this hackathon, and if willing that we do win, we would absolutely love to continue building this out and add even like a search functionality here to search existing DAOs, and just make it even more customizable with different features. So that's it. Thank you for your time, and look forward to continuing playing around with Covalent. Thanks.